All right, so we're going to look at how to get our arithmetic and geometric means for our holding period return and the holding period yield. Remember, the holding period return and the holding period yield just tell us how much our investment has grown by. The holding period return gives us that value in forms of a number. The holding period yield gives that value in terms of a percentage. So we're going to look at a certain investment here in this table. Okay, so we are seeing the beginning value of the investment and the ending value of the investment, and then we need to calculate the holding period returns for each of the years, and same the holding period yield for each of the years. After we've calculated those, then we get our arithmetic mean, our geometric mean. Okay, let's see. Let me just. All right, so in year one, our investment at the beginning was worth 60 kwacha. Okay, this investment can be any financial security like shares. Then at the end of year one, the value of the investment grew to 108. So if we have to get our holding period return for that year, it's the ending value divided by the beginning value of the investment, which is 3. So what this is telling us is that our investment has grown by 3 times in this from the beginning of the year to the end of the year. Okay, the investment has grown by 3 times. All right, then we want to get our holding period yield. We want to express this 3 in terms of a percentage. So remember, our holding period yield is just our HPR minus 1. So just put a 1 here. And then we multiply it by 100 to get a percentage. Okay, so we then put 100 here. So our holding period yield is our holding period return, which is 3 minus 1. That gives us 2. Then we multiply this by a percent by 100 to get it in percentage format. So 2 times 100. This tells us our investment has grown by 200%. Okay, this 200 represents percentage. Okay, oh, yeah, put percentage here. So over this year, okay, this investment grew by 3 times, which is it grew by 200% basically. Okay, we go to year two, it was worth 180, and at the end of the year, it was worth 130. So I'm going to say, okay, our HPR, which is the ending value 130 divided by the beginning value. So our investment now for the HPR, if it's below 1, that represents a decrease. Okay, if your HPR is below 1, just know that that is a decrease. Okay, so here it's not that it's not that our investment has increased by 0.72 times. No, it has decreased by 0.72 times. Okay, so remember that if the HPR is less than 1, then it represents a decrease in the investment. So we want to see this decrease in the investment in percentage format. So our HPY is our HPR minus 1. That gives us negative 0.2777, and then we multiply this by 100. This shows us that our investment has decreased by 27%. So our investment has decreased by 27.77%, or it has decreased by 0.72 times its original value. Its value, yeah. So if your HPR is less than 1, remember that is a decrease. Okay. And as you can see here, we got a negative percentage. Okay, we go to year 3. Our investment is worth 130. Then at the end of the year, it is worth 50. So again, we can see this is a decrease. So to get our HPR, our holding period return, the ending value divided by the beginning value, 0.384. So our investment has decreased by 0.38. Okay. When the HPR is less than 1, that is a decrease. So now I want to find out in terms of percentage, what is this decrease? So our HPY is our HPR. This is 0.384 minus 1, get negative 0.65, negative 0.61. Multiply this by 100. So our investment has decreased by 61.5%. Okay, then in year 4, okay, the investment was worth 50, and at the end of the year, it's worth 150 kwach. Now our investment's value has increased. So want to see by how many times our investment has increased. So that's the HPR. HPR is ending value divided by the beginning value. That is 3 times. So our investment has increased by 3 times. And as we can see in year 1, when our investment increases by 3 times its value, this represents a 200% increment. So our investment increased by 200% that year. Now, we want to find out on average what was our average holding period return and what was our average holding period yield. That's where this arithmetic mean comes in. Okay. So we're going to find the arithmetic mean and also the geometric mean. So we'll start with the arithmetic mean. It is just the average basically. On average, what was the growth of our investment? So the arithmetic mean is found by just summing our holding period returns for the years, and then we divide it by the number of years. Okay. So in this case, the number of years is 4 years. So first things first, let's total up our holding period returns. We're going to say 3 plus 0.72 plus 0.368 plus 3, we get 7.1. And this 7.1 we're going to divide by the 4 years. So on average, our investment grew by, oops, on average, our investment grew by 1.77 times its average. I mean, its value. This is the average of the holding period returns. So we're also going to do the same for our holding period yield. On average, how much did our investment grow by? So, so first we add up everything. So we add up the percentages. 200 plus negative 27.77 plus negative 61.5 plus 200, we get 310. Then we divide this by 4 years. So on average, our investment grew by 77.6%. Okay, that is our arithmetic mean. Then for our geometric mean, right? As you can see here, the formula, it is pi HPR to the power 1 over n. So it means our holding period returns, we're going to multiply each of them. Once we multiply them, we're going to raise them to the power 1 over 4. Since it's 4 years, so we're going to raise it to the power 1 over 4. And then we subtract by 1. Okay, so let's see. We add up, so geometric mean. Now here we're going to multiply. We're not adding the HPRs or multiplying. So say 3 times 0.72 multiplied by 0.38 multiplied by 3, we get 2.5. Let me put this 2.5 here. So this 2.5, okay, we're going to raise it to the power 4. Okay, so 2.5, let's see here, 2.5 to the power 0 to the power 1 over 4. So 1 over 4 can be represented as 0.25. Okay, so 2.5 to the power 0.25, we get 1.257. Let me just confirm this value without my calculator. 2.5 to the power 25. Yes, 1.257. Then this 1.257, we subtract it from 1. We just put this here. Okay, so we say 1.257 minus 1. So this is our geometric mean, 0.257 for the holding period returns. Then for the holding period yields, get our geometric mean. First thing we do again, we multiply each of the holding period yields, 200 times negative 27.7 multiplied by negative 61.5 multiplied by 200. We get this, this is a big number, 68,000. Eesh, won't even waste my time reading it. All right, so we get this number here. And this number here, we raise it to the power 0.25 because we're raising it to the power 1 over 4. In this formula, as you can see, you have to raise the product to the power 1 over 4. So raise it to the power 0.25. Okay, let me use my calculator because Excel is giving me a weird number. 200 times negative 27.7 times negative 61.5 value raised. So 68. So 68,314,200. Raise that to the power 0.25. Yes. So when we multiply all of these values here and we get this value 68,376,068. When this number, when you raise it to the power 1 over 4, okay, or to the power 0.25, you're going to get 90.91. And then this 90.91, you subtract it from 1. Yes. So that is our geometric mean. So you multiply these four numbers, you get this 68,376,068. You raise this to the power 1 over 4, since the number of years is 4 years. You get 90.91. I was rounding off the numbers when I was using my calculator. So you get a value close to 90.91. Then this 90.91, you subtract it from 1 to get your geometric mean.